Yo, what is up, guys? Matt Wick here. We are back NHL 25 with our Testing the Draft Quebec Draft Kings. And if you remember the last episode, it was a while ago, we completely shredded our team apart after our first round exit against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's take a quick look at the lines. We do have a massively different roster. Now, one nice thing is we do only have four actually, players in our roster that are in our forward group, actually, that aren't drafted by us. So Anton Lundell, obviously, Stu Scrimes, who I believe is a created player, but he was the third-round pick of the Columbus Blue Jackets, so technically not ours, but he's one of our babies. We've grown him pretty much since the point where I think Columbus never signed him, and we just grabbed him, or we traded for him. I can't remember actually how we got him. I might have to go back and take a look at that, but he has been a nice player for us. Berggren, who we're still holding on to, I believe we signed him, 2-year deal, 2.4, no clause, so we could move on from him if we do want to, but I like him as a player. But we do have two centers in Adam Novotny and Jackson Jacobson now, who are on our fourth line. Really nobody else on the squad we could put in. I didn't want to sign anybody in free agency to fill those spots because I want to give our young players a chance to grow and show themselves. We also signed Mark Stone because we could not reach the cap floor, and I figured, hey, we need a right winger, and we already have two young guys on that fourth line, so let me get somebody who's got some solid stats to play with them. The skating, the physical, not there anymore. The defense, a little questionable there with the shot blocking and stick checking. But the awareness is still great, so hopefully he can help those two guys develop. We do have him on a one-year, $10 million deal, and the reason for that being that a lot of our defense is on their rookie contract. So Harold Galvin, Ludvig Halvardsson, Albert Henry, and Caden McCarron are all rookies this year. Galvin is not, actually. Sorry about that. He's been in the league for 2 years. Hasn't really developed how I would have hoped, but he does have some solid-ish stats. Not super happy about those puck skills, but as a defensive defenseman, it kind of is what it is. We got his offensive awareness up to 81, so hopefully he can be a nice piece for us this year. Ludvig Halvardsson looks like a very good defenseman already. Would like to get that shot accuracy up a little bit more. Albert Henry, also same thing with him. Shot accuracy is a little bit of a problem. Also the physicality, a little questionable, but he looks pretty solid. And then Caden McCarron is a guy we drafted back in 2029. Is that last year? Yeah, last year's draft. Surprisingly enough, the two guys we took at the top of the draft, I didn't want to keep them actually in the NHL because I think they're both 18 years old. So we sent them both back to the CHL for one more year just to see what we have with some of these guys. Galvin, if he doesn't have a good year, we could possibly move on for him for some draft picks. I mean, he's only a top 4 defenseman. He's been in the system now for a couple years. He had 2 years under his belt? Yeah, 2 years under his belt. Not really a point producer, defensive defenseman, but he is a plus player. But, I mean, with how our team was, it leaves some question marks. So he is replaceable if need be. Thomas Harley is the last year of his deal at $9.1 million. But as you can see, we did extend him. 8 years, $13 million, no clauses on his contract, surprisingly. That's the only reason I really did it, was because if I want to move on from him at any point in time, I can. No limitations. We are good to go there. In goal, we still have Joel Blomqvist, just because I feel like George still maybe a little bit away from what he could be. He's probably not even going to be our actual starter once all things are said and done. That's going to be Jaden Faith's position there, but he needs to grow just a little bit more, probably one more year. He's still listed as a medium elite. He is listed as a backup goalie, so we'll see how the year goes, but I don't think the stats really are there yet for him to be our starter. AHL, like I said, look at the lines. We didn't have anybody else for that right wing spot. We don't have anybody else for that center and left wing spot on the fourth line, so what we have is what we get. I think they'll play well. We'll see what the Jacobson and Novotny do. Can always interchange them with Pierce Barnett if he's not having a good year, although he is one of our drafted guys, so we'd like to see him get good. Sergei Tikhonov, especially excited to see how he does. 26th overall pick in that last draft. He has some fantastic stats as a sniper playing on that second line with Lundell and Scrimes. He should put up some points. And then going to be interested to see how Jacob Koltsov does with his first year on that first line. We did not re-sign Alexei Toropchenko. So Paulson, Combs, 93 overalls. We'll see how they do. They need to carry that line. Only 23, 24 years of age. So they still got a couple more years of growth. They need to be the studs. They need to be the guys that we can count on until maybe we get maybe like 1 or 2 more picks that we can get a big hitter with these guys. But let's get into the season. We did have a better regular preseason than we did with our Calgary Flames franchise, which if you watch that one, we lost every single game in the preseason there. This one, we won all but one, including a 10-1 domination of the Ottawa Senators. So hopefully things are looking a little bit better. Let's get a couple months in. I'll bring you guys back, see how we're doing. Please, God, I need a successful season. Woo-wee! A phenomenal start to the season. We are 3 months in, 28-8-1, the best team in the NHL. Not by a ton. Colorado's still there hanging around trying to catch us, steal the President's Trophy from us again. But guys, the lines are looking fine. Ricky Combs, Callie Paulson, Koltsov first line is tearing it up. 17 goals, 30 assists for Ricky Combs. Callie Paulson, 57 points in 37 games, plus 28. He might be on pace to break his previous season. Now, he's not shooting at as high of a clip, but he is still producing at a massive rate. Koltsov looks very good on that first line, 18 goals, 31 assists for himself. He is already close to breaking his best season performance, so he is definitely making the most of this opportunity that he has right there. Sergei Tikhonov with his first year, not bad, much better than Tyler Hood in our Calgary rebuild. 15 goals, 9 assists, plus 20. Everybody on our team, I think, is a plus besides Jacobson and Novotny down there on the fourth line, and Stone, I think, as well. Lindell having himself a very solid season, plus 21. Stu Scrimes, a nice season for him, 36 points so far, plus 21. Pierce Barnett, we'd like to see a little bit more out of him. This is where the problems can arise come playoff time, is if we don't have that bottom six depth scoring. We don't want to become the Toronto Maple Leafs. Berggren, only 6 goals, 8 assists, but we really don't have a replacement for him right now. Kagradov, solid season. I mean, like I said, that bottom six is really hurting us right now. We're very top heavy. Jacobson, only 9 points so far in the season, -4, playing 10 minutes a game. We did take him off. We had him, I believe, on the second power play, so it's disappointing that he's really not producing, given such a role. -4 there. Novotny, only 8 points on the year, so a little disappointing there as well. Surprisingly, Mark Stone has 13 assists. He's only playing 9 minutes a game. I don't have him on any lines besides the fourth line. But I did pop him on the second power play unit just because I was like, hey, man, you know, you're going to produce like this. Let's give you a shot. You know, I give everybody a shot here, no matter where they come from. Obviously, if you are a drafted player, you get the first preference. But if things aren't working out, hey, I'm not afraid to shift things up. Thomas Harley, the man, the myth, the legend, the exact franchise potential defenseman, 96 overall, 36 assists so far. He's at an assist per game. One interesting thing that I did do, is I noticed him and Bogfist weren't putting up crazy numbers together. Switched them around because we got the +5 with Halverson up on that first line. And even though Halverson isn't putting up a ton of points, Harley's numbers went through the roof, which was awesome to see. Halverson's still +24, which is awesome. Harold Galvin having himself a good season, 6 points. Defensive defenseman, like I said, is what it is, +17. Bogfist, 5 goals, 30 assists, so he has elevated his game, now playing with a defensive defenseman, not having to be like the 1B as he was with Thomas Harley on that top defensive pairing. Albert Henry having himself a very good rookie season, +18, and Caden McCarron here as well with 9 points as a +19. Goaltending-wise, Bloomqvist not playing bad. 911 save percentage, 2.67. Jesus. Goals against average. George, though, with our only shutout. Stats are looking pretty similar here, too. So I'm wondering, I'm like, hey, do we maybe make the change? Do what I've done in past draft modes before and trade away Joel Bloomqvist at the middle of the season? We'll see. We'll see. Let's take a look at how Faith is doing down in the AHL. He's now an 80 overall, so he's at that point. He does have a shutout. He has some solid stats. Only 15 wins in 31 games, so a little bit disappointing there. We'd like to see that a little bit more. Kazanov had some great stats there as well. But, guys, let's get a couple more months into the season. I think this is going to be an easy sim here, so it shouldn't be too long of a video. Let's go. President's Trophy. We need this. What do you say? We are unbeatable, boys. 10-0 in our last 10, 48-9-2 right now, by far and away now the best team in the NHL. Look at that, Colorado 82 points, the Leafs are the closest behind us with 87, then the Bruins with 83, so a very difficult division that we are in. But guys, check out these lines right now. So Combs and Paulson both at a 94 overall, Koltsov up to an 88. Ricky Combs easily going to shatter his best season as a player. Also look at this, 40, plus 40, plus 46, plus 43. Unreal from some of these guys right now. 19% shooting percentage. So even though he's not shooting a ton with Calle Paulson on the line, they're deferring because Calle Paulson, 44 goals, 51 assists, 95 points in 59 games. He just cannot quit. Cut down on the penalty minutes, so he's getting more ice time, shooting at about the same percentage that he did last year, almost up with the game-winning goals. Power play goals are down, which is a little bit surprising. He's on the top line. I mean, we haven't made any changes other than Koltsov up there, but he is on pace for another unreal season. Koltsov already setting his career high in points, 82 points in 59 games with a plus 43. This team is unreal. Tikhonov not having a bad season, 19 goals, 14 assists for a rookie, 18 years of age, playing on this team. Great. Only shooting 9% right now, so hopefully that improves as he gets better. Lundell having himself a very fantastic season. I'm very glad I kept him around as well. He's getting close to his career high with us, which was that 86 point season. Stu Scrimes having a phenomenal year. Has he set any records? No, he had 89, well, it's in the AHL, so 73. So he looks like he's on pace to break that at plus 33 right now. Pierce Barnett started picking it up as well. 19 goals, 17 assists. Berggren, 9 goals, 22 assists. Same with Kagradov, the exact same stats. Novotny and Jacobson are finally pluses, which is good to see. 11 goals, 6 assists there, both up to a 77. Mark Stone, 7 goals, 20 assists. I'm not complaining about that at all. But guys, check out this defense. Thomas Harley, 5 goals, 55 assists so far. So he is on pace to have the best season of his career. Look also at those pluses. Oh, chef's kiss, absolutely unreal. Halverson not doing a thing on the stat sheet. Passing the puck around great though, plus 43. I'm not going to complain about that for a rookie who's 18 years of age playing on the top line. Unreal season from him so far. Galvin at a plus 40 playing with Bachfist, who 10 goals, 54 assists. Absolutely unreal from him on the defense. So I'm glad I kept these two around. I knew these were the pillars of our defense. Didn't care about the other ones. Romanov, Broberg, not Harley, obviously. Harley's the god. Who was it? Miller. Yeah, get those bums out of here. These are the two that are leading the charge. And look at this. Albert Henry as well, plus 32. 5 goals, 11 assists for his rookie campaign. And then Caden McCarron, plus 29, 6 goals, 11 assists. 6 goals for a defenseman like that, playing those limited minutes, is pretty nice. Blomqvist, not going to trade him. We're getting close to the trade deadline. We're going to keep him. 2.52 goals against average is fantastic. George, a little bit up there in the goals against average, but we are scoring plenty of goals where we don't have to worry about it, guys. This is what I needed to make sure I wasn't just a crop GM in NHL 25. This is my team. This team is loaded. Haven't really checked too much. Let's see how Rick Rabbit's doing down here. 16 goals. 16 goals for a defenseman? Ooh. With a name like that, too. He's an offensive defenseman, so that is definitely something to look forward to. But like I said, don't forget, we also have 2 guys in the CHL right now who are, or at least should be tearing it up. Essa Santavari looking good. Kyle Ho! 12 goals, 11 assists for him. Very rare for defensemen to have more goals than their assists. So it's interesting that we got a couple guys putting up those numbers. It could be a sign of things to come. Ooh, Hervinen, holy shit, 54 points, 23 goals, 31 assists. Is he our draft pick? He is. Very nice, 4th round pick there. Lakovic doing well, Pikarainen doing well, Korinen doing well. Magnus Olvestad, 25 goals. This is like our Calgary rebuild on steroids right now. But this is what you can do when you have your faith in the draft gods. Even a 69 overall like Tyson Wong's out here tearing it up. Joshua Holweg and then Obergaard. I think Holweg and Obergaard are the only two guys. Oh no, everybody on the AHL team actually. No wait, Obergaard? This Obergaard I think is not our Obergaard. Yes, okay, so we have two Obergaards. So it kind of threw me for a loop there. Let's see how Jaden Faith is doing. 80 overall, having a fantastic season in the AHL. He looks like he might be ready to be called up next year. We'll see. I'll let you guys determine that in the comments. Should we move on from Blomqvist? Unless we win a Stanley Cup in the next episode, then I might be keeping him around, but we'll see. Jaden Faith really can't wait in the AHL much longer. But guys, let's get to the end of the season. Obviously, we have no moves to make at the trade deadline. The guys that we have that aren't drafted by us are playing well, so there's no reason to move on from them, and they are limited right now too. Like I said, in terms of the roles that they're playing, really only Stone, Berggren, and Lindell. Like I said, Stu Scrimes is like my baby. He's a guy, he never got any playtime, I don't think, in Columbus. Let's take a look. Yeah, he never played in Columbus, never signed in Columbus, never did anything in Columbus. I saved him, pulled him out, scored 41 goals down in the minors, called him up. He's been fantastic so far. So let's go, boys. Let's hope we can finish strong. Can we maybe set like a record for wins? Maybe? Question mark? Can we win out the rest of the season? It's possible. Let's see if we could do it. Oh my God, boys, we have a chance to break the all-time points record. We've already broken the all-time wins record in the NHL. Boston Bruins had 65. They were 65-12. No ties? No ties, 5 overtime losses. Okay. We have a chance. I'm looking it up on my screen right this side. I am hyped, boys. We have one game remaining before we get into this final game. So we've already broken the wins record. We are the greatest team to ever do it. 66-12-3. I played one game this season just because we were so good. I wanted to just feel this team. We won 7-4. Unreal team. Callie Powson, Ricky Combs, everybody. Defense is beast. Everybody I had was fast as shit. Beasts, nasty. Oh my God, this is unreal. It's about to get a little bit more unreal though. So let's take a real quick look. Ricky Combs, you know, we switched up the team a little bit. We did some how you doings, keep it moving. Plus 71. His best season ever. 69 assists. Nice. 106 points. Boys, prepare yourself, okay? Prepare yourself. 66 goals, 67 assists, plus 75. Callie Powson, 133 points at age 23. This guy is a god. I thought the 20% shooting percentage was just like an anomaly. 21.9. Less shots, more goals. I told him to shoot more in the offseason. He didn't listen, but it doesn't matter. This guy he's the GOAT. He might turn out to be the greatest player to ever do it. No offense to Wayne Gretzky. This is a new age. This is a new era. This is Callie Powson. Unreal. He might not even be the top point getter in the NHL right now, too, because I think when I played that game, which was a little while ago, Draisaitl was actually leading, so he might be unreal. Jakub Koltsov, let's talk about it. Second line, been a question mark kind of guy. Put him on the first line, get rid of Toropchenko because we won our drafted guys. 70 assists. Plus 72. 118 points. This is unreal, guys. I have not seen anything like this in NHL. This is like, this team is just, it's my baby. This is unreal. I am so happy right now. Let's go through the rest of the lineup. The only thing I checked was the first line. Tikhonov, rookie year, solid. Plus 32. We love to see it. Lindell, I'm glad I kept you around. I had faith in you. Look at that smile. He's got a little smirk. He's got some good lips, too. He's got some thickness on those lips. Plus 41 for him. Stu Scrimes, you're going to have a special place in my heart, buddy. Plus 42. We love to see that. 41 assists. Pierce Barnett, you saw he was struggling a little bit at the beginning of the season. 26 goals, 22 assists for plus 21. Remember how I was talking about, oh, yeah, we have issues with the bottom six. The bottom six ain't scoring. Pierce Barnett said, hey, yeah, we're not scoring. Fuck you. 11 goals, 30 assists for Jonathan Berggren. 11 goals, 29 assists for Sergei Kagradov there. Jacobson, a solid season. Only playing 9 minutes a game. Almost 10 minutes. 13 goals, 10 assists. Very solid rookie campaign. Novotny, well, I mean, we'd like a little bit more, but this is what we got, okay? This is what we got for the team. Mark Stone couldn't be happier. 10 goals, 24 assists. Never would have expected anything more from him. Let's check out the defense. I have not looked at the defense. Obviously, Harley's a 97 overall, which kind of gets me going a little bit. Surprised to see Galvin, Henry, and McCarron only at 80s, and Halverson hasn't grown either, but... Oh, my God. Oh, yes. 79 assists for Thomas Harley, a plus 65. Unreal season for him. Add 8 goals onto it. We might have the Norris on this team. Halverson, hey, nice. Plus 69. We loved it. This is insane. This is, boys, this is nuts. 7 goals, 13 assists, plus 69. Holy shit. Harold Galvin, 9 goals, 12 assists, plus 52. I've always had it where I've done GM modes, and no matter how good my team is, one line is always terribly minus. Not this team. This team's different. This is the team of destiny. Holy shit. Bachfist, 15 goals, 75. Fuck! Plus 46 for Adam Bachfist. He is a franchise defenseman. I don't know how long that's been the case. That might have been the case since the beginning of the video. I just didn't notice, but holy shit. I thought he was just elite. We got 2 franchise defensemen, which could be a big reason why we are so good. The third pairing, Albert Henry, plus 37 goals, 14 assists. Not upset about that at all. And then Caden McCarron, 10 goals, 12 assists in his rookie campaign for a plus 26. Let's take a look at the goaltending real quick. Blomqvist and George haven't changed at all since the beginning of the season. 257 goals against for Blomqvist. 51 wins, has to be the Vezina Trophy winner. Carter George, 15 wins out of 20 games played. I mean, that's phenomenal. 296 goals against. Might be the William M. Jennings combo right here. But guys, this team, like, it has to just be Combs Powelson on that top line. Like, this is insane. Let's take a quick look before we do this last game. We're going to do the last game, Super Sim, period by period, see if we can break the points record. We just need a overtime game. Minnesota's a good team. We've destroyed good teams. Unless they're a great team on a great night, they can't beat us. Which, oh my God, when we get into the playoffs, there will be an epic meltdown if we do not at least win a playoff series. We need to get to the finals. Like, this team is unreal. Let's take a look. Let's see which, we can go Stat Central here, so I don't even have to press a button. There we go. All right, let's take a look. Callie Powelson, 133 points. Please, God, be the points leader. I should have gone down, but I'll go up. Make the suspense a little bit more. I'm sweating. Entire league. Let's go. Let's go, Callie Powelson. I told... Oh, did he... Mikko Rantanen has 75 goals? What the fuck? Mikko Rantanen. Jesus Christ. Has he done anything like this in the past couple seasons? No. He's gotten close, but like, oh my God, Mikko Rantanen. Jesus. Put a little bit of a dull on it, but I mean, we got him by a point. So, let's get into this. The last game of the season. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating right now. This is insane. Sim game, Minnesota Wild versus the Quebec Draft Kings. Quebec, hey, if you guys get a team, feel free to give me a call. Feel free to give me a call. This is what you could do. We'll trade everything for draft picks, and this is how we'll build. Actually, no, we'll take Thomas Harley in the expansion draft just so we can make sure we get him. But other than that, give me a call. First period. Can we become the team with the most points ever in NHL history? This is a prequel to the playoffs. Boys, let's make history. First period. Good start, 1-0. Stoner, let's go. 13 shots to 10. Second period. 1-0. Ooh. All right. Just, we need to get to overtime at least. Come on, Callie Powelson, where you at? Penalty kill? Why are we taking so many penalties? What's going on? All right, don't start this already. Nope. Can we do it? Is it 5? Boys, please. Boys. Let's go! The greatest team to ever do it. Blomqvist says, you thought about getting rid of me? Boom! Shutout in the last game of the season. 137 points. 67, 12, and 3 with a very majority all drafted team. Holy shit, boys. I don't even care who our first round matchup is. We got it. We'll find that out in the next episode. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. May you leave a fucking like and subscribe to the channel. We just had the greatest team ever. We gotta check one last thing. 82, 82, 82. 82, 82. Stat Central. Cali Pals, 95. He didn't have a point in that last game. Could hurt him. Koltsov. Oh, Koltsov, I love you so much. I'm so happy I decided to get rid of Toropchenko. Let's go! Let's go! Cali Pallison, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. Hey, he already has a Maurice Rocket Richard. It's fine. We'll take the Art Ross. Let's go, boys. 133 points. Plus 75. It's going to be all our team. All of our team, except for Pastrnak. Wait, no. Oh, Brady Shea's up there with a 62. Boys, greatest season I think I will ever have in NHL 25. I don't think I'll ever be able to replicate this again. Like, that was unreal. I'm stunned right now, boys. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. This is the draft god right here. Nobody does it like me. And leave your thoughts in the comments below. That's the end of this one, boys. Holy shit. Peace.